Green light, green light. Yep, that seems to
Green
work.
light. Cool. So, Racing Ray Williams.
Hello, Adam.
Hello there. Good to join me. Thanks for joining me on the live stream this evening with Targa NZ. Let's just check the old. Messages going out on the Facebook. So the RS 265. Tell us about the RS 265.
Wonderful little Renault RS265. Factory off the showroom floor. I just told today that one of these in this format exactly, an RS265, came second in the Targa Tasmania outright behind the McLaren. So they're not a slug. They're no slug. They're
behind the McLaren.
McLaren won it.
Wow.
And one of these came second. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I was talking to Tony Quinn and Naomi. She was saying that they won it in a McLaren, but one of these, that shows how really the potential of this car, how fantastic the handling and great little package.
Insane. So I'll just
For a standard production showroom road car, you can just $55,000, $55,900 in fact, $56,000, and you got yourself a top running rally car. Just like that.
Yeah, totally. Fantastic. So, Targa, how long have you been involved with Targa?
The whole time, since 21 years.
Wow, really?
I think I missed out 1 year. I started off racing with friends.
Yep.
And the idea was that they would pay my expenses for the week, and I'd sit with them and I'd either drive it or navigate for them. And pretty well every one that I drove with, their lap times in a race car improved quite a lot as well. And it's a ball. Loved it.
Fantastic. So Targa this year all around the North Island. Last year Targa got around the South Island as well.
Yes, correct.
And so how did you enjoy the South Island last year?
South Island was wonderful. Big sort of open spaces. Some of the guys had trouble reading the roads because they're so fast, and it was hard to sort of read some of the blind brows there. Whereas the North Island roads, you tend to be able to see 3 or 4 corners ahead. So it's a little bit easier to see which way the road's going before you get the big surprise on the corners.
Yeah, and there were a few big surprises.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there were.
Yeah. And the South Island roads are beautiful.
And, very, very smooth. Yeah.
So the North Island roads, we drove some freaking fantastic bloody roads today, didn't we? Around
wonderful. What's really great to me, the Targa, it's about the roads are closed, so there's no one coming the other way. There's no policeman with a radar gun pointing at you. The guys racing have got a 200k top speed limit, but it shows you that the roads themselves are not dangerous and the cars can handle it all. Sure, the odd car goes off occasionally if a guy has a little lapse of concentration, really. But it shows us that our problem in New Zealand is that we really just have to have the drivers need training. The roads are safe and the cars are safe. Just
yeah. I mean the speed limit for normal driving road cars in Targa is 160 k's an hour.
Yes.
And what problems do we have at that speed?
None at all.
That's right. It's a good thing. You know, modern cars are pretty safe and pretty cool. I mean, look at this thing. The safety features in this Megane.
Exactly. Airbags all over the show. Yes, it's got a top speed of 255 k's. I'm not allowed to use that. 160 is my maximum. So, and I don't even get up there very often.
255 k's.
255 k's.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is a fabulous little car. Yeah. Really, really great.
Wow. And the RS265, they're an affordable race car.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Capable of
for set up less than $60,000 sounds quite a bit of money, but compared to other competition cars.
Well, we saw in the competition today. We saw even on the tour. We saw Aston Martins, Jaguars, Porsches. Jaguar,
yeah.
You know,
all
150, $200,000 cars,
and plus, yeah,
60k. You know, amazing little sports hot hatch.
That will actually probably kick the tail of pretty well all those cars.
That's
there.
Right.
Yeah, it's really it's an amazing
and you'd call
car.
it a hot hatch, wouldn't you?
It's a hot hatch.
It's a hot
Definitely
hatch.
a hot hatch. Yeah, lovely.
So there's a couple of people watching the live stream now. A little bit of action. We're pretty famous on the internet, right?
That's great. We've got 2.
We're bloody
hi,
famous.
Hi.
Hello.
Great.
Hello there. If you can, post a message and let us know that the audio is working, because there's nothing worse than
chatting away to ourselves.
Although it's not a bad chat though.
I'm enjoying it.
And New Plymouth has put on this mighty fine evening. There was just a few spits around beforehand, but
we had a few spits this morning. Had a few little light showers and drizzles, and that livened things up a wee bit, made it quite slippery and a bit tricky.
Yeah.
But nothing. The Renault handled it all. It's got Michelin tires. It's an amazing car. 265 horsepower. We put over the scales actually with 2 of us in it, all loaded up, and we're just on 1,600 kilos.
1,600.
But the weight of it, curb weight's about 1374 from memory. So with extra people, I must be eating too much food.
Must be eating the pies,
That's it,
enjoying
Dad's pies.
enjoying the dad's pies.
Yeah. Thanks,
Beautiful.
Eddie. Oh, if you know Fast Eddie, he's a great guy. Eddie Gruton, Dad's Pies. He's a great guy, great sponsor.
Great sponsor. He provides all the pies for BP.
Yes, he does, all over New Zealand.
Fantastic,
Yes,
the best pies in the world. My favourite food of choice ever for anything.
they're great, aren't they?
It's a good
I was
thing.
talking to him today. He said, yeah, the overseas market is really, really growing now, especially Japan now. They're loving his pies.
Really?
So he's got a big factory up in Silverdale, and they're exporting all over the world
those
now.
Angus
Yeah.
pure. I'm feeling hungry now. I'm feeling bloody hungry.
Steak and cheese, any of those, really, really
too
nice.
right.
Yeah.
Too
Wonderful.
right. So I want to shuffle
more-
aside here so
Yep,
we can
there
see.
we go. And more
see
about
the McLaren more.
there we go. Lovely car.
Mhm. Look
I'll
at that.
cover that number plate so you know that's not the one you're going to buy. Yeah. No worries.
This is a
But more about
beautiful
the other part with Targa is the camaraderie of all the guys. Everyone, it's a big family. Everyone loves getting together and chatting and talking, but just enjoying the fact we're driving these open roads. Not so much, well, I've already said we love the speed factor, but we're going on roads that you would not normally ever drive on. And you're seeing so much of New Zealand off the beaten track, aren't you?
That's right.
Away
That's
from
right.
Highway 1. It's really great.
And today I rode shotgun with one of the promo cars, and you're driving down these fantastic roads that you'd never sort of see. You'd never see them, and you don't know where you are. Do you? You sort of,
Right,
sort
and they're
of do
tar
this thing.
sealed.
They're
That's what's
tar-sealed.
amazing. The roads that not long ago would have been a farm road, just gravel and twisty and winding, but now they're tar sealed and they're beautiful.
Yeah, amazing. And that last stage today, forests all around us. This really single lane, really narrow,
Goat track.
amazing goat track
Yes.
road. Beautiful sweeping corners. Big native forest each side, and
Yeah.
just fantastic. Lots of single lane bridges.
Yes.
And,
slippery
oh,
caution,
just
single lane.
so much fun.
Isn't it great?
So much
Yes.
fun.
Talking to overseas rally drivers over the years, and most of them, when they come to New Zealand, are surprised at the hey.
Murph,
We've
It's
got two viewers here.
we got-
Hey, you two viewers. Here's a good friend.
No,
of
hang
ours.
on.
I thought-
We got 6. Here's
Oh, we've got 6 now.
here's,
Hey,
tomorrow-
Murph. Here we go.
tomorrow evening's
He's gonna tell you
guest
a
of
whole
the
lot
live
superior.
stream.
I'm going to tell you a whole lot of lies.
Murph's going to tell a whole bunch
More
of
than you.
No, you can't be
lies.
more than
He's
me.
going to tell a whole lot of truths about the HSV.
Well,
Then tomorrow, yeah,
it's just mega.
it is mega, isn't it?
It's
Eh?
mega.
Mega.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
And isn't it fun to be able to use that mega on a bit of closed road, eh?
Yes, it is.
Special. Thanks, Greg.
See you
Cheers,
tomorrow
buddy.
evening.
See you, Murph.
So Murph will be on the same stream tomorrow evening. That'll be fun. 8 p.m. New Zealand time or 6 p.m. Australia time.
He's got to say the Australian time. Get that
We
in
do,
as well. Get his
we
mates
do.
in there to
There'll
follow
be a
it
lot
all.
of HSV fans following.
I think so. Yeah, Bathurst
And,
fans and
Bathurst fans.
yep.
There'll be a lot of Australians
Holden
following that.
fans.
So
Now we can't call this Holden a Commodore apparently because it's a Holden HSV, which is like AMG is to Mercedes.
kind
It's
of a different.
it's
kind of a
different.
different thing,
Yes,
isn't
it
it?
is, and they go
Mm.
through from the factory. They go through the HSV plant.
Yeah.
And they're changed a lot. I hear it starting
Oh,
up
listen
now.
to it.
Beautiful, that big
an
Chevy V8
amazing
supercharged,
machine.
600 horsepower.
Can we
They'll
call
tell
it a
you more
Chevy
about it.
V8?
Well, I do. I've raced, I've driven them. They gave me one a couple of years ago, and I really loved it as well. But amazingly, on today's tight little, I'd rather be in this on these tight stages today. This is so nimble. It's just like a really grips. It's amazing. So
And
yeah, that's horses look horses, sure.
So the best thing about this little Renault Megane,
Hot
what-
hatch,
hot hatch.
hot hatch.
that you can
It's
call
a
it
real hot hatch.
Yeah, it sure is.
The best thing about it, I think the best. Well, it's the handling. Yes, I'd say the handling because it's a turbocharged 2 litre. It's adequate horsepower. Adequate. I always like a little more. I've raced turbo Porsches and things for many years, and there's never too much power with a turbo. But the handling is superb. This chassis could handle a whole lot more power
Yeah.
if it's available. It's a really amazing. It's all like computer controlled. I think it's got a limit slip computer gee whiz diff in the front.
Yeah.
And really, people riding with me can't believe it's only front wheel drive. It drives like a 4-wheel drive rally
Wow.
car. You toss it into corners, and the back is grip all the way through.
No torque steer or.
No, it's all
Wow.
they've engineered it out. It's just amazing.
Oh,
Very
fantastic.
forgiving, lovely little car.
Fantastic. And braking.
Huge big Brembo brakes, which are the same as what the big Porsches have got.
Wow.
Massive Brembos, no brake fade, no problem at all. I
And-
might be wearing out the pads, but they've given me another set of pads. But really, at the end of a week of hard driving, all the car's going to need is probably a set of tyres and a set of brakes, and that's it. It's brand new again. Just about run in.
just
Beautiful.
about run in. So shoot down to what yard to
Yeah,
to pick up a deal on a pre-loved Renault Megane RS 265.
RS265, fabulous car. This one's got the option 2.5 hour extra for the Recaro seats. They really are lovely little seats. They're hip hugging, beautiful, comfortable seats as well.
Leather Recaros.
Lovely seats.
So modifications to the car. I overheard a bit of talk today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a chip available. Not fish and chips, but there's a chip
No,
available.
a mod that you'd made to the motor vehicle.
Yeah, that can. But I did a mod to it.
Yes,
I did. I had to do a mod to it. Can I show you that?
You can show us.
When we buy the things, they have what they call a horn on it that'll just get a warrant of fitness, but that wasn't me. I'll show you.
Right. Okay. Here we go. So there's a few people watching the live stream. Not many. If you can. It's Jesus.
That's the Racing Ray mod.
The Racing Ray mod.
The Racing Ray mod on the horn department.
The only mod that you'd make to a Renault Megane RS265.
So that was my little speciality. Down to my friendly auto electrician. I said, mate, I can't handle just a little peep, peep, peep horn. We need something. For me, normally I like to have something a little bit musical, like a diddly diddly do. And I use that a lot going through the stages. I normally toot to all the officials and flag marshals and things that are there. We've got a lot of officials. Every side road's got to be blocked off. There's a lot of people involved behind the scenes doing a lot of work.
Well, we get a lot of, like today I was surprised to see how many spectators were watching. It was really cool.
Yes,
really cool.
And it's actually a bit off-putting when you're racing through there flat out, because you glance up in the paddock and see a lot of people, and you have to put on a bit of a show. Next thing, you're sort of half off the road, so you really got to pay attention. It's really challenging.
I think that's why those spectators are at that point.
Because
it's a dodgy bit of road.
It is a dodgy bit of road. Yes,
they know that people come off at that point.
Yes,
and so they're there to watch that.
And try and
they're cheering away, and they're going, Racing Ray Williams.
He nearly lost it. He's
out.
Yeah. That's right.
Here he comes. Hey, look at us.
Over the years, I've had a few spins, but not this rally in this car. It has saved me a lot.
Yep.
There's been times when an ordinary car would have spun off for sure.
Yep.
With being sidetracked. Look, and it is looking at the crowds. It does it quite often.
Yeah.
And for this car, you brake hard. It's got those fabulous Brembo brakes. It just brakes on a dime and just turns. It's just unbelievable handling.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Mr. Renault. Thank you again.
What
a wonderful car.
And so there's been a couple of stages to date on Targa NZ with the odd jump.
Yes.
How's that? How's the Renault? So, I mean, anybody that's sort of, your regular soccer mum that wants a nice little hot hatch, a cute little car to shoot the kids down to school, what she really wants to know is, how does this thing jump?
Thank you, Adam. I can tell you this car does jump extremely well. It's not a kangaroo, but because I'm speed limited, what I was chatting away to the local mayor. I had the mayor of the New Plymouth district mayor with me. I'll think of his name in a minute, but he knows who he is.
Yeah.
So I better not mention him. Yeah. And we're chatting away, and I thought I'll just stick it in fourth gear, and we came upon these lovely jumps, the Inglewood jumps, probably at about 140 k's.
Yeah.
And the first one was lovely. Second one's good. The third one is the big one, and we got a lot of air. We're looking down, thinking this is going to take a while to land. It landed beautifully, but then sadly, one of my traits, I teach people to drive quite a lot, and I say, don't lift off on a jump because it'll nose drive. But we're going so quick, it got way up in the air on the third jump, and for the fourth jump, I backed off the throttle, eased back, and that was a fatal mistake. The car then, it sort of corkscrewed in midair, and it came down on the on the right front corner, and we did actually modify the front spoiler a teeny weeny bit, Mr. Renault, but it's there for that reason. It's a sacrificial bit of plastic, they tell me, and it scraped the road.
And that's what it's there for.
Exactly, and that's all it did, and the car just from that. People watching said it looked like it was going to be out of control, but no trouble to the little.
Not with the Racing Ray behind the wheel.
Exactly. Flick, and then the fifth jump was the one you had to be really braking, because after the fifth jump there was a sharp right-hand caution corner.
Oh right. So there's a real bunch of
5 jumps in a row. They're amazing.
Beautiful.
1, 2. The third one we got a lot of air. You'll probably see photographs of it, and I'll probably be told off again. But hey, it's worth it.
I'm sure there'll be photographs. Let's just jump to the Targa NZ Facebook page here and just see. Just had a notification that something cool is happening on the Targa NZ Facebook page, like
sounds good
comment or something.
Okay.
I feel silly if there's no comments. There's no bloody comments.
Okay. No, we're having a great chat anyway. So.
Good chat. Good talk.
Great, Adam.
Good talk.
Love the conversation.
Yeah, good talk.
One of my mates down this way is asking how we're going. He's there's one of the viewers. It looks like hello, my lovely wife's watching in from.
Oh, hello, wifey.
Hi, darling.
Very
Thank
good.
You. Yeah, I missed you too. Yeah, great.
Oh, good.
And,
good.
So
you can see we're sort of having fun here.
It is. It's great. Now, Hamish, are you having a beer at the motel? No. I'm in town. Yeah.
Actually, that would make this probably better if we were having a beer as well.
So I should tell him we're on. Yeah.
Tui is also a great sponsor of
Tui's a great
Targa
company.
NZ. It's actually a bloody fantastic Indian pale ale, and you know we're fortunate enough later in the week to get down there for lunch to the Tui Brewery.
Looking forward to that.
That will be good.
Wife, look away now because those Tui girls are really, really nice to look at as well. It gives you quite an appetite.
Apparently,
So I'm told.
look,
Yes.
it's to make you thirsty, I think, or to buy their product or something. It's some sort of trickery. I'm sure of it.
Sure it is. Yeah. I just sent a little message when another of my mates from down this way. If he's not watching, get on that. Turn yourself on, Hamish, and give me a call. Give me a question. He'll want to know how high we got on the air as well. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure, but it could have been a meter. I think.
Can't
It
wait
was
to see these photos.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah. We had one of these when they first came out, and they held the record around Nürburgring, the fastest front wheel drive car around Nürburgring.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
then I think the Honda Civic R fought hard and got the record off them for a while, but I believe they came back and reclaimed the record around Nürburgring. So
Wow.
they're not a pretty face.
Yeah.
They really are a serious bit of car.
Yeah, I mean it's a real wolf in sheep's clothing, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean it's a
great.
beautiful little machine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
It's a great little machine.
You can go down, like you say, take the kids to school, do a bit of shopping down the road to the dairy,
Yeah.
and have fun on the weekends as well. And out there, the fact, I'm still, my head's getting around the fact that second outright on Targa Tasmania, that is massive. That's mega.
Unreal.
Mm.
Unreal. And
Good.
you know, like you say, you get out there and you take it to work each day, and then you can go to Hampton Downs or Ruapuna or Levels and have a blast.
Yes, hammer it
And-
around
and
the track.
weekends,
Yes.
you know, and you've given this heaps for a few days and not one problem. You'll
No.
give it heaps for the rest of the week
Yes.
and still not one problem.
No,
You can be
exactly
sure
right.
of that.
One of my friends in Auckland, he's a Porsche guy. He's got a turbo Porsche, so he's got $1 or two. And after I told him how good the first one I drove of these, he bought one himself.
Did he?
And he's every time I see him, he's got a biggest smile I've ever seen. He says, "You did me the biggest favor ever because value for dollar, he's having so much fun on the thing. It doesn't seem to wear out, and it's just economical running. Yeah,
And he's got more friends because he's
Yes.
not driving the Porsche.
yeah, true. Yeah. Was there something we had a porcupine? No, don't go there.
No. Oh well,
we go.
been very good. Let's see if we got any questions in. No questions.
Just
No comments on the old.
Okay.
Uh,
We don't mind. I hope you're hearing what we're saying and enjoying the conversation anyway. We certainly are. Thank you, Adam.
No worries, Ray. Thanks
Great.
for the chat, and hopefully, like you say, hopefully all looks and sounds good. I see that. I'm not sure how good the lighting is on here, but that doesn't really matter.
So maybe you can send us a comment if you can hear the voices. You might tell us you can't hear what we're saying, and that's why you're not asking questions.
Can't even hear the voices. So now we should probably sign language the rest of the interview.
Okay.
Okay.
I have been told that I won't be able to talk if they cut my hands off. So we do like that.
I just don't understand sign language, so that's not. Where was I going? So the lighting obviously needs a bit of refinement. It is getting dark. I'm sure when we started this, it was much lighter. As mentioned before, when Murph popped in, we'll be chatting with him tomorrow night, 8 p.m. New Zealand time,
6 p.m. Australia time.
6 p.m. Australia time.
There we go. Adam.
Behind us, 2 hours. Beautiful.
And he
so,
will tell you how his Holden is thrashing my Renault, but I can tell you that my Renault's thrashing his Holden.
it actually is, isn't it?
Actually, it was very quietly. We did catch him up. Mind you, they did slow down on the one we caught him up.
Mm.
And
Oh, his
yeah,
passenger was a bit unwell.
A bit unwell, yes,
unwell,
yes.
but yep.
But it's not surprising that this little thing is really good. The tighter the road, the faster the Renault seems to go. It's a really forgiving, wonderful little chassis, wonderful little car to drive really, really fast.
Beautiful.
We're loving
Fantastic. Fantastic. Right, Ray.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks very much, sir. Excellent.
Wonderful. You're
Great
getting
to
all
chat.
that nicely.
Great
Thank
to
you,
chat.
team. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. And next
again.
time,
Call again sometime.
next time, some comments would be awesome.
This is first time for me. I'm actually a virgin at this, so this is great fun. Virgin on insanity, maybe, but a lot of fun. So I'm not quite sure how it all works, but I'd like to see someone ask some questions. So make sure you save them all up, write them down, and ask Murph some questions tomorrow.
Okay, bugger it. Actually,
lot.
Ray,
All
let's
right.
just keep talking until someone asks a question.
That's a good idea. Yeah, right. Now, you want me
Right,
here
now,
all night out in the
Someone
rain?
ask
So,
a question. Right.
come
How many? What have we got watching? We've got 9 viewers.
Have we?
We've got 9 bloody viewers.
That's not bad,
eh?
is it? Not bad.
So-
Nine
so-
out of all New Zealand. That's
so-
a good proportion.
8 of those missed
Yep.
the start of this.
That's right. Exactly. You did. You missed the start. This was a Renault. I call it a Megane. You call it a Megane. Whatever. Megane,
Meg-
Megane, Megane. But it's
Oh,
a
well,
Renault. It's an
you could call it all
RS265.
sorts of things. I
We
call
could,
it a
couldn't we?
fantastic little
It
hot
is a
hatch.
fantastic car. And what you
uh,
did miss was, apart from the 265 horsepower, it's got 360 Newton meters of torque. Now, that's almost as much torque as me, but that couldn't be quite that much. But it's a lot of torque.
No, they couldn't jam that much torque into a little hot hatch, could they?
So that's it. And it's the top speed, 255 kilometers an hour. I can't do anything like that. I've been told off already a couple of times. We're limited to 160k on the straights, and it's a bit tedious because some of those straights are long and they're appealing, and you want to wind the car up. But we've just got to back it off because we are taking passengers. We're taking the local mayors and councillors, and really just thanking the people that have helped us make this possible for Targa. They've had the road closures and everything done for us, and this is our way of saying thank you very much. And every one of them, without exception, has said, now we understand why you do it, why you love to do it, and why they're happy to be involved. And hopefully it's all good for the sport.
And that mayor, I interviewed him as he jumped out of the car today,
Okay.
and wow, he was wrapped, wasn't he?
That was great. Was
You
that the
know,
one on the jumps?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
he
it
was.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
great.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was wrapped.
He's a motocross bike rider, racer from way back. So he didn't mind the jumps at all. It was great.
Yeah.
It was very unusual to do it on 4 wheels instead of 2.
And those Recaros would have held you nice
Exactly.
in
Held
the,
us, yeah,
in the landings.
great fun.
And so Targa, we're here on the Targa NZ tour, of course.
Targa NZ,
for those that have just
Targa
joined
NZ,
us.
Yep.
Targa NZ. We started on Monday morning. We it just got lighter.
Oh, that's better.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Automatic tint control or something.
Beautiful.
Great. I'll just
Good
make
on
sure
you.
you can see that little bonnet back
Good on
there.
you, YouTube.
Beautiful.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
started in Auckland. We screamed down to Hamilton the first day.
Hamilton. There was a couple of stages between Auckland and Hamilton out
Yep.
behind Huntley.
Yep.
And
They were good.
they were cool. And got to Hamilton and parked up there for the evening.
Yes.
And then left Hamilton yesterday morning. Had a huge day.
Had a huge day.
Wasn't
Yes, we did. Yeah. Right down through
Through
Raglan Carfia sort of area, right down the coast.
Yeah, Raglan Carfia
Beautiful
area.
roads.
In behind, went to Otrahonga for lunch. The people there at the Otrahonga Club put on a bloody super lunch.
Great spread. Fabulous
Great
spread.
lunch
Yeah,
there.
great.
And from there headed out the back of Tekawiti,
Yes.
and then back out the back of Otrahonga.
Yep.
Really
great.
cool.
Lovely roads.
And
Like you said before, Adam, they're roads that you would never normally drive if you're driving Auckland, Wellington, or Auckland, even New Plymouth. You normally tend to stay on the main highways, don't you? But
Yeah.
what we're seeing are these beautiful and interesting tar seal roads, all on the
Yeah,
back roads and things.
yeah.
Wonderful.
why don't we drive these roads much?
Oh, yes, it's
Because we don't own one of these.
that's the thing. Yes, it is. I was saying before, the guy early viewers might have missed, was that overseas people have come here and said they can't believe the cambers on our roads because in the old days, the dirt roads are all cambered beautifully, and the rally drivers in the gravel rallies, they love it. In the different
Yep.
places in the world, they're much flatter, not much camber. They come here and they can't believe they're all shaped and sculptured, beautiful corners, and now they're tar sealed, the roads, and they just tar seal in the same shape.
They're just flat.
We've enjoyed it, haven't we?
Yeah.
These New Zealand roads, they help you through the
Mm.
corners. The cars really respond. to
Mm.
you. Oh,
And
you chuck
dropping, nothing like flying around a tight corner, dropping that corner
the
right
inside
down
wheel
low.
into it, yeah,
just
and then
powering
hooking it
through.
through, and
So
it's
good.
just a great feeling. Yeah, we
so
love
good.
it.
So
So that was it. Yeah, we came down to New Plymouth last night, and then today we've been out again, out Inglewood over the jumps and out and around Stratford. And
Stratford, we stopped at Stratford for lunch. The Lions Club at Stratford there put on a real good lunch
another
again.
great spread, isn't it?
Bloody
Good.
Great lunch.
And the
it's
enthusiasm as well. The school, we stop at the schools,
Oh,
we
the
put some
school
money in
this
the buckets and things. All the kids are so happy.
Kaimata School.
Mm.
And stopped at Kaimata School. All the kids came out. They took the morning off school to come and collect some money and see the cars and talk to the drivers, get some autographs, and they sat in some of the cars and just had such a good time, didn't they?
It's great,
Just
isn't it?
great to see, and we got lots of good video and photographs of the kids smiling, laughing, and having a good time, you know. And then as you say, Stratford, and then all around sort of the bottom of Mount Taranaki.
Mm. Yeah. I still call it Egmont, actually. Sorry,
Egmont.
old-fashioned. Call me
Yep.
old-fashioned.
Yeah,
Egmont,
I'm never sure what to
Murph,
call it.
Murph will tell you that I'm very old-fashioned. He says, thinks I'm old and past it, but hey, I've got a message for you, Murph. I'm not finished yet, mate. It's great fun.
Awesome. All right.
I think we might still no one calling in.
No
all right.
no
then.
messages.
We're running out of
Everyone's
breath
a bit
here.
shy.
Running out of breath.
Everyone's a bit shy. Yeah, it's time for a bloody drink.
I think
Time for
it
one of
is
those twoies.
I think it might be.
Fantastic.
Yeah, great,
All right,
Adam.
Ray.
All right. Thank
Thanks,
you,
dude.
team. Cheers.
Awesome, man.
All righty.
Thanks for watching there, folks. And 8 p.m. New Zealand time tomorrow evening, Greg Murphy will be on the stream. See you then.